Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a fascinating guest in studio with us today. It's Sue Brigham, and she's from Spaces of Tranquility. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
So tell me a little bit about Spaces of Tranquility.
Spaces of Tranquility is a company that I designed and started from scratch, which is to give you the ability to have peace and calm when you're in your home. Depending on what you're looking to have done within your house, we can make it a better feng shui atmosphere for you so that you can live versus living for your home.
Right, and you do this, you started out doing this with moving, being a concierge for people with that, estate sales, and now you've really kind of even gone fuller to that mission by being a general contractor. So you really do take care of the whole house.
Correct.
So tell me about those three different pieces of your business.
So we have three different divisions. One of them is home organization, which is how this business originated. And so the whole purpose behind that is picking whatever spaces you don't feel are working for you, for us to come in, correct them so that you can move on and live life however you would like. The other division, which is the bigger one that we put together as people requested more items to be done within their home, is the home move concierge. And the whole purpose behind that is when you're buying or selling a home, we can take the stress out of all of it, minus signing the papers and writing the check. So we can pack you up, we can unpack you, we can move you if you're local. We work with other moving companies if you're long distance. We clear out hoarder houses, get dumpsters, throw out, donate, and orchestrate estate sales. And then anything within that to have your home ready to sell, or if you're buying a home as well. And now the third division, as we've kind of upped the ante, is we're general contractors. So we can take whatever parts in your home need to be corrected to give you a better advantage when you sell your home to get you more profit.
Right, and with the moving and the estate sale thing, you helped me by, and I wasn't moving, I just was, redecorating, and I needed a little help there of getting ready for painters and floors and that. So you came in and got all my house into one small tiny space. You played some Tetris in my house.
Correct. We packed up your home and we moved it all out into the garage so that your flooring and your walls could get done. 2 weeks later, we put everything back, and so you don't even have to be there, you don't have to participate. We knew where everything had to go, and then you got to go to your job and come home and look, your house is back together and you can sleep on your bed that night.
Right, yeah, actually, I left the state.
Yes, you did.
I did, I left the state, and I feel really confident that had you not helped me there, I would still be unpacking myself today.
Correct.
I would just not, because it's time, and that kind of gets me thinking a little bit about, you give people time, and I think we underestimate what we need, how long it takes to do that, and we don't have family and friends and everybody that would come over 30 years ago and help us do that.
And I actually just mentioned this to one of my staff yesterday as we finished up an estate sale up in Libertyville, and it was a 7-bedroom, 6-bath house, a little over 5,000 square feet. And I said people don't realize how much work it actually takes after an estate sale to have the remaining items donated out and packed up for the homeowners, where it's not just a couple of hours when you're talking 3 different floors, maneuvering in between walls, going outdoors, going through other doors to get the furniture out. It takes time. And so our job is to give you the ability to not worry about anything, but know that the job will get done. And at the same time, for me to keep you posted on what's going on so that you still are in the know, but that you can be living in another state, or you can be dealing with the close of your home. You don't have to worry about it getting done, that you know that it will get done.
Right, and we just have bigger homes and more stuff these days, I feel like.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, as you buy a bigger home, you need to fill it. And then all of a sudden, you've got a 5,000-6,000 square foot home, and you don't realize how many things you've been putting in drawers of dressers that you're not even using, in closets in separate bedrooms. And it adds up quickly, and it's boxes upon boxes full of stuff, and you didn't realize that now you have a 10 by 10 storage unit for just your personal belongings until you figure out where your next move is.
Wow. So you recently added the general contracting piece.
Correct.
And you have a great story about a home in Joliet. Tell me a little bit about how this all came together.
So one of the agents, Eddie Rudiger, that I work with out in Joliet, he had a client who had rented out their home for a couple of years, and the renters destroyed it to the point where there was food on carpet, there were things in the vents, stuff that you wouldn't normally have in your own home. And so that client, who lives out in Idaho, had asked to have his home redone, as opposed to selling his home for $125,000, putting some money into it to up the price of his house. So what we did was, minus the drywall, we gutted the entire home. So we gave him all new bathrooms, 2 sets of bathrooms, a brand new kitchen, new flooring, new paint, fixed all the holes, cleaned out the basement, recycled the appliances, new carpet, and then it turned into, let's put new siding and new windows on. So it was about a 2.5-month project, just based on the weather towards the end with the siding and the windows, but we redid the entire home for them to then have it go on the market and then go under contract 2 days later. And it's a beautiful home with all of today's colors, where a lot of people, as you mentioned, time, they don't want to buy a home that they have to spend months and months rehabbing or just freshening up. So what we did was we were able to do all of that so that someone could literally just move in, put their furniture down, and go back to work the next day. We took all the responsibility away from them so that they didn't have to worry about any of it. And then at the same time, the client gets to make the price of the home higher to then get a better value for his home.
Right. Well, and that's a smart move. We do want it. We want move-in ready. There's no time to let's paint together, honey. No. With this one, now you're the general contractor, so he's still, your client in Idaho still paid for everything. You just helped facilitate it.
Yes, I did not buy this home. I had no intention of buying a house. What we did is that we talked via text, via email, via phone, and I just kept him abreast of, this is what we're doing, this is what our next steps are, kept him in the loop, because he is out of state and I'm sending him invoices and he's paying me via credit card. I want to make sure that he knows that I'm doing the work that I say that I'm going to be doing, because I find that some general contractors have not, based on prior clients that I have had. So I kept him in the loop and given him all the information throughout so that he knew when it was done, it was actually done. And so he could kind of continue living as he was a master sergeant or a colonel in the military, and so we were able to just still get the job done for him, and he didn't have to worry about, along with his mother who was living out in Virginia.
Wow. Well, and it seems like you're that person that if you don't know what to do with something, it'd be like, oh, hey, let's call Susan because she might know how to do this. And it seems like this is kind of where that general contractor role comes in.
And that is what I'm getting, because again, the agent of the Joliet house, Eddie, has said, I don't have to worry about it now. He knows that he can just contact me and whatever needs to get done will get done, and then he can just hear back from me to know that it's been completed. And so that's what we did on the Joliet house. I've done 2 other projects with him. It was right after those, because he already knows that we can just get it done. And so now he's telling more of his office about me so that they don't have to do it, so that I can take care of it. And so as a general contractor, if I can't do it, and a lot of the things I can't, I'm not a master carpenter, I'm not a plumber, I have no plans on ever being a roofer. And so whatever I can't do, then I am that lead person to get the people to get it done. And I'm the one that has all those people in place at this point anyways. So it's just about making phone calls to get whatever we need to have completed to get completed. And so I'm the eyes watching the project.
That's an important role. Now, you just light up when you talk about this stuff. What do you like best about this? What makes you happy with all this?
Everything. When I created this company, it was based on the fact that I had no one to turn to when my mother had passed away, as she owned 4 residential properties and 3 businesses. And I thought, we can do better for people, because my real estate agent, who I knew back in the day from high school, he was a great guy, but he didn't have anybody in place to take care of any of this. And I don't want anyone to look and go, well, now what? So we are here to fix anything for people, and then they can move on with their lives. And so we have bosses for 3 weeks, maybe 2 months, and then we get to move on to the next project. And every day is different. I never know what the next day is going to bring. And I'm constantly on the move. I'm constantly in different towns all over the Chicagoland area. I work in Joliet. I work up in Libertyville. I work up in Wilmette. I work up in Elburn. Wherever I get a phone call, I will go. And it's just exciting to meet new people, new houses. What do they need? What do we need to figure out? and then get them back on track to do whatever they need to do. And sometimes it is about someone passing away. Sometimes it's about the late 50s, early 60-year-olds who want to buy an RV and travel across the country. And that's a project that I'm working on now, where I've got an 8,000 square foot home up in Libertyville that they just want to enjoy life. So now we're going to sell everything. Whatever doesn't, then we'll deal with that. And then they can go onto their journey of their next life, but know that we've taken care of whatever they need taken care of before they get to do that.
That's wonderful. I appreciate you coming in and updating us where you're
Thank
doing.
you.
I'm glad you love it. We need people like you, because it's not me. So thank you so much. We're going to be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.